What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at it again with another video, and today we're here with Stone Ocean episode 36. Last episode was incredible. Last episode was probably, I feel like I don't say this often for JoJo or for any anime really, but I feel like I say this more than usual for JoJo. Last episode was probably my favorite episode of this part, or at least it rivals every other episode that I've said the same thing about. So really incredible episode, had a bunch of fan service. It was really well done. Jotaro's back, and he came back in peak fashion. It was so fucking good. Hermes was back. It was so good. It was such a good episode. But it ended on a prayer in the opening to heaven. Father Pucci seemed to he started glowing, and that's the best way I can put it. He started glowing, and it seems like something is happening. I think that he's gaining a new stand ability. His stands changed once. We've known for a while, for a couple parts now, that stands can evolve. And the first ability that we saw at the end of the second batch, did not match Sea Moon's like gravity ability. So this ability, or this stand I should say, it's probably going to be completely different. This probably won't be Sea Moon anymore. This will be the ultimate stand, the demon stand, or the heaven stand. So we're just gonna get straight into it. I want to see this so fucking bad. It's incredible. I probably just got demonetized for saying that too quickly, but I want to see this so fucking bad. I don't care. It's JoJo. So we're gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Stone Ocean or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Links going to be in the description below. You can also comment below. We also have Patreon if you can't wait for the next episode and want to watch episode 36 right after this. You can head to the Patreon. That has the full length reaction as well as the early just the early episodes. We also have a Discord. Jesus fucking Christ, I always forget that. We also have a Discord. So with all that being said, let's get our headphones. Make sure that them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. Pussy. What was that animation for a second? What the fuck? Why did he make his face look so long? I don't know if they'll be actually able to defeat. Like, I know I keep harping on this, and I'm sorry about this if this is beating a dead horse and it's getting annoying to hear. But like, I don't know if how are they gonna beat him if he does regain this like time acceleration power that we saw him use back in episode like what 25? I don't. Like, because nobody has anything that can trump that is what I'm starting to think, or starting to realize. Because it's not Jotaro. Honestly, let's go. What the fuck? Oh shit. Whoa! That shit is cool. Holy shit. Whoa, this is so fucking cool. What the fuck? What just happened? Whoa, 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 whoa! The Jayhawks. They fucking crashed. Or there's just more Jayhawks. Never mind. Yeah, where the fuck is he? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Cause you weren't exactly moved, like physically. Yeah. I mean, he can, like, it's gravity, dude. It's like, if only, dude. If only. I wish. I really do wish. But I doubt he was fucking around. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Shit. Shit, he's speeding time up. Whoa. Whoa. Everything is sped up. Look at the fucking clouds. Whoa, time. Holy shit, time is speeding up like a motherfucker. Ooh, that's an ugly girl. That is an ugly little child. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is an ugly little child. And then it melts as soon as you touch it. Ew, what the fuck is... What? Holy shit. Bro. What? What the f... So why does Araki draw kids so fucking ugly? He's gonna die in there. Yeah, oh my god. Bro. This is... Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. This is so fucking trippy. Oh, this is so trippy. What? Oh my god, it's getting... Yeah, so I'm going to assume that he's just so fast that he can see how fast things are moving. Things are moving at normal speed for him. Holy shit, he's so quick. He's the fastest thing in the universe right now. Zawado. I don't think it's gonna help though. He is so fast. Oh my god. Whoa. Yeah. Holy shit. Dude. I appreciate it though. I appreciate it. But we are like facing a world-ending villain right now, bro. Okay. Yep. Man, some real shit you saying though. Okay, okay. Hold on. He's spitting. Listen, nobody's marrying anybody if we don't kill this guy. Have you lost your mind from all this madness? part of the plan, bud. Calm down. What? Jesus Christ. Gotcha. Oh shit. Zawardo! Jesus, that's so quick. And this shit doesn't last very long at all. They already move? Oh shit. Oh! Good spot, Jotaro. Oh sh! What? Whoa! Yo, this is so fucking cool. Oh my god. Just like that. Whoa! Bro, we are so fucked! Oh my god. Jotaro, you fucking demon. Oh my god, Ansui. What a demon. Oh my god. Fuck. Jesus. Oh fuck. That shit is so cool. Bro, it's on a horse. What the fuck? Right. Wow. Ooh, let's hear it, nigga. Made in heaven? Oh, that's kind of nasty. Hold on. But made in heaven is kind of, nigga. He talking about something with that name. Hold on. Hold on. You saying something with that. Oh. Okay. I fuck with it. That nigga gonna kill all of us. He's gonna kill every single one of us. That's crazy. Holy fuck. He's way too powerful. Wow. Oh man. That's crazy. Made in heaven. That's a hard name. I ain't about to lie. That's a hard name, Poochie. That's a hard name. I ain't about to lie to you. Okay. So let's talk about it. So finally got to see the stand. It is. Oh, that shit looks cool as fuck. That might be the coolest design for a stand that I have seen in a while. At least as far as I can remember. That stand looks cool as fuck. And stands usually fall into like one or two spots when it comes to like how like their appearance for me. They either look like, oh, that's a cool stand, or it's like, oh, that stand looks terrifying. There hasn't been many stands where I look at it, I'm like, that shit looks incredible. I love the way that stand looks, you know. Because most stands kind of look like a different, well, not a different variation of another stand, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like most stands are pretty like creative but pretty cool. Like they're normal but creative enough to look pretty damn cool, right? This stand just looks like Araki just said, man, I'm about to fuck this shit up, and just started going ham. He is on a fucking horse. He's on a horse. That's incredible. But let's talk a little bit about what happened this episode outside just the stand, right? So time has now accelerated, and it seems like it's worldwide. I'm going to assume that it's worldwide, until further notice, until like I get like a stat sheet or something like that, which I never really get to look at anyway because they come and go so fast. But it seems like it's worldwide. They showed a bunch of like moments and situations in which the time skip, or the time acceleration, not time skip, the time acceleration was affecting other people, which I love that they added that. I love that they showed like how the time acceleration would affect other people, and JoJo tends to do this when it comes to like large scale AoE attacks, just to give you a sense of scale, I guess you could say, of how grand the attack actually is. Mostly because when you get an AoE attack, when you see people with AoE attacks, they never really look like, oh shit, that's actually affecting a lot of people, right? AoE attacks are usually they look big, right? But they never seem to like encompass the amount of space that you would expect them to. I guess it's a little different for Poochie, because his ability seems to be, while it is AoE, it's more passive. So there is no like beam or anything to show oh, this is what's happening, and there's nothing physical there really to show you. It's just like the time is moving and the clouds are moving really fast and everything else is moving really fast, but showing the how it affects other people and who it affects is really cool. The little tidbits of like the pitcher being really fast, and then all of a sudden he's the MVP. All that's cool. And the ugly kid eating ice cream. She even ate the ice cream ugly. Why does a Rocky draw kids so fucking terrifying looking? Like kids can be ugly, but that ugly? Holy fuck. There is something I want to go back to real quick before we get a little deeper into the episode, because there's I like to do this every time the show has like manga in it, but I usually like to see whether the manga is written by the fuck, is it Boingo? Yeah, Boingo. I think it's Boingo, the little brother. I like to see whether it was written by Boingo or Rohan, because that's usually like in story, like let me see, what was it? It's definitely Shonen Jump. Nah, it doesn't give me anything to really go by. Okay, cool. I that's just something that I like to check out every now and then, just to see if they're giving like a little shout out to my dog Boingo or Rohan. But yeah, really great that they showed all that. The stand ability itself here seems to be way more seems to be way more powerful than anything that we can actually handle. But at the same time, I like that at the end of the episode he actually says like, he gives himself away. He's like, dog, I don't have an ultimate ability. Like that's a really interesting that's a really interesting thing to point out. Because he says like, I don't have an ultimate ability. This isn't to kill anybody. This is actually to help people. And why I like that being pointed out, is because his ability was never to hurt people. It's on brand for his character. To have a stand that does not actually hurt people, but will if you get in the way, right? Because that is who he is. we've talked over and over and over again about how Poochie isn't a bad guy, right? Or like he's a bad guy with good intentions, and he doesn't know it, right? So it makes sense that the Stan would also have that would also kind of have that same theme going on of not exactly being a bad thing, but causing bad things to happen almost unknowingly, simply because it's in the way. So it's a good little detail, I guess you can call it. It's a good little detail for him to actually bring that up, since you want to keep your characters, your character cohesive and you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You want to keep the continuity of your character cohesive, and that's a good way to do it. Even when he has this ultimate stand of some sort, he's still like, no, I don't have this stand is not for killing people. However, I will kill you, you know, but this stand is not for killing people. It's actually just for shepherding people to heaven, right? It's to get people to the ultimate happiness. On top of that, even Sea Moon was the same way, where Sea Moon didn't have any actual like offensive capability. However, it could hurt you if it wanted, right? It absolutely could hurt you if it wanted. Even with like the whole inverse thing and stuff like that, that's technically not, you know, it's not like he's trying. That's stretching it. He was trying to hurt, but still, you get the point that I'm trying to make. It's just a good way to keep the continuity of Poochie's character intact. The fight itself was really cool. I like the set piece of like the sky moving really fast and stuff like that, since, you know, time is sped up and all that. But also seeing that Poochie is so fast that even Jotaro's time stop can't keep up. That's something that I was really worried about all through Jotaro finally coming back, or Jotaro just announcing that he was coming back, right? Is that I just didn't feel like anything that you could throw at Poochie would actually be like useful or effective, because of just how his stand works and how our stands work, right? It's just that his stands trump ours tenfold. So it doesn't really look great for us, and I don't, like, once again, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I don't see us winning this. I actually it pains me to say it, because I really don't want to see anybody die, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is the one time that let's not say the one time, because there's still more parts and I don't want to jinx anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is a moment in which Araki just says, yeah, and he won. That's the end of it. And he won. That's the end of the show, right? I absolutely would not be surprised if that were a thing. But there's still a lot more that's to be anticipated from the birth of this stand. So I can't exactly, even now, though it seems like we completely lost, I can't say like, oh, now it's over, right? Because there's a lot more that he has to do, right? Just because he has a time acceleration, I was about to say quirk again, just because he has a time acceleration ability does not mean that heaven is now here and he's and you know, he's already won, right? Because we still have to look at how he wants to achieve this, right? You can't just achieve this by speeding up time, right? That wouldn't make much sense. all it would do is just get to the you would just get to the heat death of the universe quicker. And that's not heaven, right? Everybody dying from the sun going supernova is not that's not heaven, right? So how does he plan on using time acceleration to actually achieve this, right? I think we can pretty much use everything that we've been talking about in the past discussions to actually see, or to actually figure that out, right? Is that heaven is a state of mind in which you do not have any anxieties or worries or anything of the sort. So what you would want to do is create a closed loop in which people know what's going on to eliminate the anxieties and stuff like that, because they are in a loop and they already know, right? That would be heaven. So simple time acceleration would not suffice. What you would want to do, though, is that what you would want to do is create that loop so the time acceleration can actually complete itself. It's really just on a little side note, it's actually really interesting that Jolene used the Mobius strip, or is it Mobius band or strip? I call it a band. I think the show called it a strip. That aside, it's interesting that Jolene used a Mobius band as a way to counteract Poochie's gravity. And after Poochie announced that, oh yeah, y'all are actually my allies because you helped me get to this point, he then gains a stand in which it needs an element of infinity in order to even complete its goal. So that's just a really cool like little detail that I noticed there. Also want to say this is like not as serious as the world ending, but not Jolene, Ansui having a moment with Jotaro where he's like, yo, by the way, I really love your daughter, and I promise I'll protect her with my life, and you know, I just want your blessing to marry her. And Jotaro looking at him like, dude, really? Right now, really? But his response basically saying that he doesn't understand, which Jotaro, yeah, he understands, right? He's more just playing it off because, oh my god, I just fucked my shit up. He's more or less just playing it off because, one, this is not the time. Two, that's his daughter. And he even kind of does a slight, I guess you could say, physical way of saying no by pulling Jolene closer to him, even though it's mostly because they need to be close together so they can actually watch out for Poochie. Though it can be seen as a what's the word I'm looking for? Double entendre? No. It can be seen as having a double meaning because he doesn't actually want to let go of his daughter. So he's just like, no, and let's start looking out for Poochie, right? So really liked the interaction there, especially since Jotaro is now actually in the group. You know, we still have to catch up on those Joe Bro interactions that we didn't get in the jail since Jotaro was like dead. So back to the actual meat and potatoes of what's going on here. Yeah, so I would assume that you would need a loop in order to actually complete heaven. Where I draw a blank is how he completes a loop, because he has a time acceleration ability, and what he would want to do is go. What he would want to do is go back, but I don't think he has the ability to do that. So I'm not sure how he would even create a loop. I just see that as the only way that he actually could create heaven is by creating a loop. The only problem is, and this is another thing that we've talked about, and unfortunately a lot of this discussion is just going to be rehashing things that we've talked about, because we're at a point in the show where, yeah, this is the fucking end, dude. But the only problem is that by creating a loop, he unknowingly traps himself. And unless he can kill off everybody here, then trapping himself isn't the best bet. Now, if he kills everybody here and they're donezo, and you won and the Joestar bloodline is wiped out, then yeah, you won. It's over. You can easily create the loop and trap yourself all you want to. That's what you want. But that's only contingent on him killing everybody. If one or two survive, you're fucked, because then in the next loop they remember, like, oh shit, we gotta kill this guy, and I don't think you're kind of fucked on a second go round of that, especially since this isn't a remote controlled stand anymore, as far as I know, at least. So he himself would have to actually undo the loop or turn on the loop in order to actually activate or deactivate it, instead of it constantly running. So somebody could easily disrupt it if they knew about it, right? So that would be the only contingency, is that he has to kill everybody, which is why I think that it's kind of do or die in him actually killing everybody. And even if he doesn't actually physically kill anybody, since he has the time acceleration ability, he could just kill everybody from old age. I don't know how he would do that per se, because I think this is kind of a fixed speed in which time is moving right now. But like, he could even just do that. And everybody died from old age. Like, the time sped up so much that they just fucking died. But outside of that, and moving on from that, the show has kept up that same air of despair and like you just can't win. Poochie has pretty much been on top for the past 5 or 6 episodes, and it's not even close. It's not even close. No, literally not a single soul is stronger than Poochie at the moment. And I don't think it's been that way for, dear Lord, it's been that way for a couple episodes now. So it's not exactly looking great. In fact, the despair that this show has already given me has pretty much set my thoughts in stone of like, yeah, I don't think anybody makes it out of this. And I guess that unfortunately that might just be me being a little meta on the show, knowing that this is probably the end until you get to like part 7 and shit like that. And the way that people talk about part 7, the way that people say like, oh yeah, part 7 is so crazy, I doubt that it'll have anything to do with what's going on here. This part 6 seems to be very dead set on this being like, this is the finale of the Joestars. Tune in next episode, so it's completely plausible that everybody does die here. I would rather they not, but hey man, it, like I said, it's plausible. Um, but yeah, that's about as much that happened in the episode. It was pretty much just a lot of showing off Poochie's new stand. One more thing I guess I want to say is like shout out to Ansui, who, like, even though he had that awkward moment with Jotaro, he is a very good tactician. And Diver Down is like one of the most useful stands that we have seen in a while. It is, he uses that stand to his best ability, and it is very impressive. He saved Jotaro's life with that, just by armoring his stand around Jotaro himself, and being smart enough to not armor himself in a way that his neck is also Jotaro's neck, and he just made it his hand being Jotaro's neck, so he wouldn't receive a fatal wound when Poochie went for his neck, you know. So very, very smart of Ansui to do that. Genuinely very, very impressed with him. But that also for me means that Ansui's probably gonna be the main target here, because of how good his stand is. And even what's his name, even Poochie said, like, yo, I'm trying to kill Ansui. Shit's just good. He's really good with that shit. But I think that's about all I wanted to say for this episode. Like I said, this episode was really just a good showing of Poochie's new stand, and it was a fantastic showing of it. They did a really good job just making it look cool as fuck, but two, making it strong as fuck. So yeah, I'm really liking Made in Heaven, which also, by the way, really fucking cool name. I know that's the localization because we're on Netflix. So if you know the actual name of the stand, I should probably go back and listen to what he was saying, because that's usually how I do it. I just listen to what they're saying instead of reading the subs. But Made in Heaven is a really cool name. So that's about it. Shorter discussion, mostly because it's just sucking the meat off of how good of a stand Made in Heaven is. But dear God, I'm excited and also anxious for how they handle this new stand, because I'm racking my brain trying to figure out how you defeat it, and I just don't see a way. That you actually defeat this stand, and it's mostly because it's not here for combat. Like, the stand isn't here to affect you. It's here to affect the world, like, as a whole, the universe as a whole. So it's gonna be tough. But with all that being said, I think that's about it. I might come back if I think of something. I'm like, oh shit, which is become like the brand for JoJo reactions now. I'll turn my recording off and go, oh shit, I didn't even think of that. Let me turn it back on, so but I doubt it. I doubt it. Like I said, this episode was pretty much just a showing of the stand, which was cool. So with all that being said, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just the lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Stone Ocean or something totally different, the best place to send it in, as long as my social media link's going to be in the description below. If you want these episodes early, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Link's going to be in the description for that as well. We also have Discord if you want to join that and talk more Stone Ocean or whatever we're watching on the channel. So with all that being said, let's get my off button ready. There it is. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.